100 million pieces, making one of each and every heart, giving one love like you really mean it, seeing one in each other every day. Loving one is how to get to heaven, sharing one love that you are, hearing one, that little voice inside, being one with all the people, teaching one all the children about love, finding one your own peaceful heart, causing one to feel peace too, and that's the way, and that's the way to be one. Being one that lives to make a difference, caring for one who really needs a friend, opening one to truth that they see, yeah, lifting one to dwell in the kingdom, dwell in the kingdom, sending one only thoughts of happiness, receiving one love that's your gift, think as one ends the separation, being one saves the world, teaching one all the children about love, finding one your own peaceful heart, causing one to feel peace too, and that's the way. That's the way. Teaching one all the children about love, finding one your own peaceful heart, cause the world to feel peace too, and that's the way. That's the way. And that's the way to be one. To be one. To be one.
Welcome to Center of Light. Tonight we're going to have a good old time. I got a lot of powerful deliciousness coming your way, our way, for sure. Let me put some music on. Always music. Music is the sound that your divine parent loves you. Rocks you in your cradle. Rock-a-bye, baby, sweet and on top. And all of a sudden, in that beautiful way, my cat, happens to just wake up in this moment. She liked my voice. Rock-a-bye, baby. And she went back to sleep. Tonight is Center of Light complete. Love has won. Hello, Pamela. Love has won. The movie. I'm going to share with you a movie tonight. Love has won the movie. Guess what the movie's about? It's about you. Guess whose movie it is? It's yours. So if you came here thinking you were actually going to watch a movie, sorry about that, but I'm not. Now I got your attention. We're going to watch a movie tonight. We're going to review our life. And it is my dream that I'm going to realize and bring it to a forth of reality, at least for myself. Hope that I do well enough that I bring you with me, or you bring me with you in this choreography of the human dance. Love Has Won, the movie. Katerina Kelly Bauman. Let me try to refresh my YouTube. There we are. Rena and Kelly on YouTube, and everyone else that's going to be joining on YouTube. Katerina, Kelly Bauman, Pamela, Debbie, see Megan. I love what you're doing, girl. I'm watching. I love it. Share this everywhere. Why not? What else do you have to do? Just put your finger on the button. Click share. It's really all you have to do. If you want to. So tonight is about the movie of your life. We're going to look back. Tonight, we're going to look back. We're going to be present. We're also going to vision forward. We're not going to look forward to anything. I'm not looking forward to anything. I'm going to envision everything. Homecoming: Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. Bestseller now. Link to that book if you want to buy it, which I strongly suggest. It'll open you up greatly. But if you have purchased this book, follow that same link and leave me a review. Right now is the perfect time for a review. Let me check something real quick. I like seeing everyone's comments up here so I don't have to do twice as much work. That should do it. There we go. Is it stuck? Either way. So tonight we're going to be talking about a life review. The you that in the life review, you will be birthed anew. I promise you. If you hang with me, get beyond my words. Get beyond my talking. There's another dialogue that's happening beyond the talking. It's my will, it's my intent, it's my descent from a place within myself that we see as higher. And I want to offer this to you, my time with you, our time together, that we all can acquire something. Center of Light complete. It is complete. Love Has Won, the movie. The movie. It's going to be groovy, y'all. Pamela says, please inbox me the link, Keith. What link? If you're referring to a movie, it's not about a movie. It was just a title, if that's what you're referring to. Hello, Abigail. This is the movie. Tonight's the movie right now. It wasn't a clickbait to get you to come in. I named it Love Has Won, the movie. It's your movie. It's your life movie. And we're going to look at things honestly. We're going to look at it. My book. Oh, absolutely. Please remind me, Pamela. I am so busy. I get I get found in this spiral. So send me a Facebook inbox as soon as now or tomorrow. Hey, Keith, give me a link. Pamela, the link is here, dear. Here you go. It's right there. Click on the thumbnail of the book cover. It'll take you right to it. Let me see what's happening in my software. I'm trying new things. I'll let it slide. So tonight we're speaking about a movie. Your movie. You are the director. You are the producer. You are the actor. Which I hope you get out of being the actor. Stop acting. Start being for real. You can still be the director and the producer, because you will always be the director and the producer. Are you conscious about what you're directing and or producing? Remind me, Pamela. I'd be more than happy to send that to you. So, Halloween night. Halloween night is a full moon, a blue moon. Halloween night. Okay, Keith, I get it. So what? It's a very rare occasion. It happens once every 18 or 19 years. And this time, it happens to be on 2020 Halloween night. Full blue harvest hunter moon. Harvest. You will get what you're asking for. Time to reap. Time to grab the yield. It's also the hunter's moon. When it's known that, or in folklore, they would take this time to use the moon and its light to go out and hunt. They were the predators. Talk about split and duality. October 31st, Halloween night, full moon. It happens once in every 18 or 19 years. 1 in 8 for the 18 is 9, which is the divine number for completion. And in the 19th year, 1 in 9 is 10, which is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. And it happens 2020. What do people do on Halloween? They wear masks. Hello, COVID-19. And we dress up in different roles. Now it's time to dress up in a different role, in a different guise, to be something possibly that you never were, which is your real self. Find a costume that fits your real self of expression on that evening and wear it to the hilt. Be the bomb of the party. This Halloween is going to be chaotic. We're moving into, we're already in the event horizon. We're just moving further into the swirl, the vortex. This Halloween full moon is going to be spooky, to use a word. Ghouls and goblins. Your own ghouls and goblins. It's about to get really noisy. Don't expect your candidate in the election to win. You will be let down. Even if you won with your candidate and your affiliation, you will be let down. Because then you're going to have a new reason to fight and be piss and vinegar mad, which is, I can't believe you just won't let it lie. And you're going to go back at each other. You don't want to do that. The full moon will grant you your wish. Don't become a lunatic. It's going to get crazy. Find yourself now in crazy. Abigail, hello. She says, your costume is awesome too. Kelly says, I'm going as a witch. Maybe she is. Everybody, good to see you. Center of Light. Let me look at my notes. Also, I am going to I keep saying this, but very soon, I'm going to lean into YouTube only. Go to Center of Light on YouTube, Center of Light Radio, youtube.com/Center of Light Radio. Subscribe now. Or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Center of Light Radio. I am going to post it on my personal wall, but you won't be notified. So when you go to these two outlets, then you'll be notified when I go live. So thank you for that. Speaking of Halloween, full moon, I am going to be in Melbourne, Florida, doing a homecoming, crossing the bridge to the soul experiential workshop. Road trip time, y'all. Fill that tank up, get in that car, put on some driving music, y'all. Come hang out with me. Let me experience the love of you, if you can. The movie. Love has won the movie. What do you mean love has won? We're still trying to make it happen, Keith. Oh, I get you. I'm in the fight as well as the non-fight with you as well. But it's over. It's over. How can it be over, Keith? The election hasn't happened yet, and we have not lived the rest of the chapters of Revelation. It's over. In fact, not only is it over, it's already begun in this new way. This can happen for you today if you simply let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Hello, Pri. Debbie says, Keith, I am going to try to come see you while you are in Florida. I dare you. I'd love to meet you in person. Thank you, love. So tonight we're talking about moving back, which really is a moving in, and it's doing a move up and forward toward. Ironically, paradoxically, it requires a moving back to actually achieve this. Look at the movie of your life. Look at your losses and your successes, your curses and your blesses, your order and your messes, your knowing and your guesses. Where do you see yourself as you dwell, only for a moment, but more so reflect? How do you like your life now? How do you like it? Don't judge it. There's a feeling that happens. Just dwell in the feeling for a moment. Get a taste of what you feel about yourself. That's it. And then you know how much work is involved and how much work it requires to not do any work at all. To detach, to fall back, to hatch a new batch of you. You. Love has already won. This dynamic we are trying to figure out has already been figured in to the level of infinity. We are simply playing a role. Hopefully come Halloween you will play a different role to become a part of your fractal self, the schizophrenic multiple personality person that you are. But it's over. There's no more fighting. Well, Keith, I understand. There's nothing else. It's over. Infinity. God is omnipresent. It's always been this way. We just like the game a whole hell of a lot versus a whole heaven of a lot. We like it a whole hell of a lot. And we invest ourselves in it, as we should, because we're here to do everything that we can and or could in hindsight. And now we come to a space of present sight, and now we need to will something forth. See, just because you get out of the fight doesn't mean you don't care anymore. It doesn't mean that the prophecy from the future vantage point, people are going to look back and go, well, this is how they did it. It's not asking you to be lazy. It's asking you to stop being crazy. Stop being the actor, being invested in the role of the movie of your life. Become the director and the producer, the one that says, what's that thing they do in the movie? Cut, action. Well, now it's time to cut the shit out and take action. Abigail says we all have more than one personality. It's infinite. I am you, you are me, and we are we. And together, thee is thee. And that's the answer. So, this is about the movie of your life. Love has won. We're going to get deeper into that. The love has won idea, no, truth, reality. Hello, Kelly. Love has won. The game is over. It's always been over. In fact, it's never started. We incited the game, and so we got so lost in it. Some of us have found ourselves in it because of it. Some, when push comes to shove it, begin to drown. I see as of yesterday, a post I made 6 days ago. People without judgment that I assume still see as a lumen going at each other. And my post said, it was rhetorical. If you didn't understand from reading the meme of my post that it was rhetorical and it would be better to have kept your mouth shut, you wouldn't have revealed yourself to me and be the butt of the joke that everyone else was able to see. The post was, would Jesus vote? And if he did, who would he vote for? It was spiritual food, self-reflection. And in such a way, people saw themselves. Because some people were responding and getting each other's grill, and others were simply just sitting back and watching. Eventually, when they realized the fight of it all was going nowhere, the argumenters began to drop off like flies. People going at each other. People you would never think going at each other. So they are still part of the conundrum. They're still actors in the grand play, the grand facade. And that's okay. Even or odd, it doesn't matter. But what creates balance is if you realize that what is happening is a movie. You can still participate, so you can be a contributor as a quotient of light. You being on this earth right now, every time you think a positive thought or have a whatever, even to the smallest level, you add to some degree a quotient of light into the cosmic quantum mechanical field. Now, the more you erect yourself, complete yourself, center of light complete tonight, become cognizant of yourself, and move into your life deliberately, you move out of being the actor who gets paid to the director who created the movie in the first place that gets paid even more. Still vote for your political affiliation. Don't get attached to it, because you can bet whether your candidate wins or not, you won't win. The fight that comes along with whoever wins is too heavy to bear, and you will get sucker punched yourself. Even if the fight is over, your engagement will sucker punch you on some level, because even though you walk around like a peacock strutting, people are still going to come at you because of said affiliation, because of their humiliation, and it's not going to be fun. And because of you and your arrogance or cockiness, you may want to fight back or comment back. Just be quiet. Before I go to commercial break, back from a word from our sponsor. I mentioned this the other night. Hello, Zeta. Zeta says, Jesus for president. See, that's the thing. I ain't voting for Jesus for president. I don't have to. Jesus is already president. Not only is he already president, he's already present. So that's the thing. People are voting, and I get it. Voting is a way of stating an intention that I want the better one to win because I believe in love and healing of the planet. I get all that. But Jesus doesn't need to be voted for. He is already the highest authority. He is sitting in the seat. When people understand and or stand under something that they truly see, that the Christ is that which governs all, you don't have to go to the poll. I have never voted in a day in my life. Well, Keith, how do you expect to make change if you don't vote? I've been making change in my life and people's lives for 30 years. I'll take that one. I don't need to vote. I vote every day to the master. So tonight is about getting out of your movie and becoming the producer, the director, so you can direct things how you want, and then you begin to produce it to a wider audience. The other night I did a presentation called Center of Light. What was it? Peekaboo. Joaquin Phoenix was the Joker as my banner. Peekaboo. Nothing is coming down the pike the way you think it is. Brace yourself. It's going to be a wild ride. If you wish, go to Twitter, if you have a Twitter account, and look up John F. Kennedy Jr. John F. Kennedy Jr. died in 1999. But he did say before he died in 1999, I will do everything it takes to find the murderers of my father. I've been venturing deep into rabbit holes. It is supposed that John F. Kennedy Jr. is coming back, making himself public October 17th in Dallas, where his father was murdered at a Donald Trump convention of some sort. This is Keith pro-Trump. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm telling you what my findings are telling me about this reappearance of John F. Kennedy Jr., who said, I will find the murderers of my father. Keith, this sounds so crazy. I love crazy, don't you? Normal doesn't work anymore. It seems very possible. If you go to Twitter and look up John F. Kennedy Jr., the official, and just start scrolling, there are videos now beginning to surface. I don't know the answers. All I know is my heart resonates with a beautiful idea. And he says, I don't always come back from a near-death experience, but when I do, this is supposedly in his words, I will take down the whole damn cabal. This is the purpose of supposedly his return and disappearance, because his father was assassinated. That when he does make his appearance again, if it happens, October 17th, it's probably going to be a grandstanding and hello everyone, I'm back, and everybody's going to freak out. But shortly after that, he might give a speech maybe. It's going to be divulged. The whole system is going to crash. Love has won. One of the most amazing presidential figures, John F. Kennedy. He said so much it got him killed. The fruit always dies on the vine prematurely, so it seems. But he will, if this happens, he will have, without a glitch, every stitch of information to collapse the entire global elite. Just the fancifulness of that makes my heart sing. Love has won. The movie is over. I'm going to write back. We'll get back right down into the thick of it. Tonight is Center of Light complete. The whole story is complete. It's over. It's never started. It's not over as if it moved down a linear timeline. That's our experience. We should always contribute, but we should never become attached. How do you know when you're attached? You become triggered. When you become triggered, you're still actor. You're no longer a director and or a producer. Consciously, that is. Do you understand? It's already done. Heaven and earth is already happened. Love always wins. Well, how do you know that, Keith? Because if God is love and God is omnipresent and God is eternal and infinite, then love has already won. It's already over. We have been taught a story in future sight, in hindsight from there. They're going to look back at you as the hero, the human hero. So, can I just chill? That's the point. Chill out. Contribute to life. Walk your walk so that the story about you from the future will be told because of your beautiful contribution and participation. Stop attaching yourself to what you think needs to happen. If Donald Trump wins, fantastic. If Joe Biden wins, fantastic. But I do know this. This will be the last presidency. I've been saying this for 2 years. This will be the last presidency. It's over. It's over.
There's a world apart from the man in fear. There might be a better way to appear. There's a time to trust and a time to love and a time to know what you are. So let the love of God, it's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are. Perfect in every way. So it's up to you, a choice to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to trust and a time to love and a time to know who you are. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate who you are. Perfect in every perfect in every So it's up to you, a plan to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to love and a time to trust and a time to know you are loved. Time to know you are loved. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are. It's time to celebrate who you are. It's time to celebrate that you are.
Hello, all you sexy human creatures. Welcome to Center of Light. Right off the get-go, share this to you all. It may reach someone who is reaching for the golden ring just like you. What is the golden ring? It's not what you think. It is what you want. It may come through the guise of what you think it is. Instead of going for the superficial aspect of it, when you move to the deeper layer, that which is meaningful, the real reason, it becomes the season of your harvest. I want you to be a joyful, sexy, beautiful human being. You owe me nothing. Gina says, it's cool, Keith. You demand. We're going to get real. It's yours for the taking. We're all looking for bliss. Burst of light. I'm going to empower you. I'm going to get down to some beeswax, cosmic broham, oink, to say I love you. Flagship Mother Earth, this way. Inward is upward, and that is forward. Powerful. Any thought that you have that is not of the highest ideal contains self-sabotage. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. I'm holding on because I'm scared to death of the changes that are happening in the world, the changes that are happening within me, but I'm living in the old world paradigm and I'm going nowhere. I'm bored out of my skull. That's called insanity. I'm already feeling it coming to every fiber of my being, though I have no idea about the future timeline of where this is going because I don't care. I just know that I am living in that joy in this moment, this way. In is the way out, where you are in your being, your experience. If you want joy, ecstasy, and peace beyond you've ever had in your being, because when you're inward, you don't need anything. And therefore, you have everything. Why would you believe anything when you can know everything? So now we went from this very tiny, minute little possibility of self to an explosion of infinite possibility in God. Metaphor for up. We always known God to be up. When we have these connections with spirit, then our life moves forward. Welcome to Center of Light Complete. The movie of Love Has Won. Daughter of Sun. Not only has it begun, it's never started. Let's look back. Before we do that, I want you to become aware of yourself in this moment. Simply. We'll keep that up. Just stop. Just stop all of it. Like you would this movie. Because love has won. Just stop. Okay. I'm just going to let it all go. Just let it go. Sit with yourself for a second. And thoughts come in. That's okay. Just sit with yourself for a second and watch the thoughts come in. Be the person that steps back. The being that is already in your essence. Rather. You don't have to step back. Just fall into your natural self. Okay, I have no thoughts. I'm just where you instructed me to be. Fantastic. Stay there. Breathing will help you to stay there. I'm just here. I'm just simply being. Great. Now launch yourself to your birth and your pre-birth. Don't go into detail. Don't squint or look too hard. Just glance or glaze over it. Be the glaze on a donut. This is your life's donut. It's a treat. It's a dessert. It's delicious. So just glaze over your life. From your birth, let's say with the birth, to now. Love Has Won, the movie. The movie is your life. So from where you are, your present vantage point, in the present, because you brought yourself to here, you got rid of the quiet. Don't get lost in the noise of your past when you launch yourself to the past. Just simply use this present vantage point in your spiritual expansive awareness to say, let me just go back a little bit and just see. Well, when I was young, you already lost the point. Just say, oh wow, when I was young, versus, well, when I was young, total different timeline, total different experience. You are the director and the producer of your life's movie. Is it not so peachy, or is it really freaking groovy? You will know the answer that when you launch yourself backwards to glance over your life as a life review, then you will have a near-death experience, rather, a new life experience. So just look at your life from your present vantage point. What happened last year, the year before, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, however old you are. I can show you that love has won. In all of your joy, discord, health, ill health, where you see yourself now, is there any other way it could have happened? For you, as you review your life in bliss and or strife, could it have happened any other way for you? Well, Keith, I'm a fractal of God. It could have, but did it? So it brought you to now. Who are you now? Or you're using those experiences to be full you and full on, to be the expansive you in this moment from now on, or you're simply a sheeple or a pawn or up on that which you've taken in and believed and deceived. You have to receive something else. You're living a movie. You are watching a movie in a theater and enjoying the shit out of your popcorn and your soda. Or you're listening to the Yoda in your conscience offering you a way, not out, but it does apply, which is the way in. Your candidate in the political election affiliation is not going to win. Well, Keith, there's only two candidates. Well, 50% is going to win. No, it won't. Because as long as you're engaged in the drama of that movie, love has not won. You may be the fortunate one, daughter or son, that says, well, my candidate actually did win. Okay. If you're engaged in that movie in such a way that you would be so cocky and proudful, ha! My candidate won, you have already lost. You are lost. Because that ego, arrogant stroke of yours, mine, ours, whoever we are in any situation, takes us down the rung of the ladder where we could have had greater degrees of elation. So your candidate is not going to win. Even if they won, it's not going to win. Because it's a whole new spin on reality for you in such cockiness, in such a rockiness of a reality. It doesn't mean you have to disengage your compassion in hoping that your candidate, be it political arena or family or someone you're trying to support, whatever it is, add your quotient of light to the quantum field always, because the stories from the future will be told about you doing so. The noise begins to get loud when you become so invested that you're attached. Not only attached that if it doesn't go down your way, even in your attachment that it did go down your way. It's a very, very slippery slope. Well, Keith, doesn't everyone want it to go their way? We should be proud of it. Think about what was just offered and proffered to you. My candidate won. Did you truly win? Back into the spin again you go. Even in such cockiness and egoism. Hello, Heather. Do you see? It's over. It's always been over. In fact, it's so over, it's been born anew within us all, over and over and over. Now the call is, do you see it as over? We live in the linear timeline. I get it. I'm human. But I'm so ever graduating into a greater possibility that's beyond time, that's beyond human. We're all doing this. The point of this presentation tonight is to help you pick up your gait so that you are not late for this party that has already started. And Many of our loved ones are becoming dearly departed. Halloween, 18 to 19, every 18 to 19 years, we have a full moon on Halloween. We always heard, accepted the idea that the full moon, lunatic, this is going to be a special one. Robert says, right after you asked for clarification, I received that last part of the puzzle as you and I were reviewing. I overcame that karma and protected another poor soul who was tormented unjustly. He's present. He's thinking about, no, he's not thinking. He's engaging, not into the movie that we're watching on Netflix. He is the director and the producer of a new movie. By his encouragement, support of another fellow, not human being, another fractal of his own self. The movie is over. We're watching a movie over and over. Love has won. It's complete. Well, Keith, don't we still have lots of work to do? You goddamn right you do. But not to get to help make the movie complete. The movie is already complete. We have to do the work to be able to see who is the president, who already sits in the seat, and how the movie is over. That's it. You really don't have any bearing, but you do, about the movie, because it's over. Now you can be so engaged that you will be watched by others as the movie, or you can pull back enough, which requires you to fall in, which makes you upward, forward, and toward, to where you begin to be a participant in the theater of life, watching the movie. It is going to get ridiculously loud. Is it possible that John F. Kennedy Jr. has not died? He is going to avenge his father's murderers, his father's death, and he's going to collapse the cabal on October 17th. I don't know that to be true. I know it's a beautiful idea, and I've done a lot of homework around it, and it seems very possible. Remember, we're living in a space of magic. Also a space of absolute tragedy. I just thrown you into a conundrum. So which one is it, Keith? Magic or tragic? Exactly. You figure it out. You will figure it in first, then you will figure it out. Tonight is Center of Light complete. Love has won. The movie. Regardless of what you think, always think, but think clearly. It's done. It's over. Love has won. Are you over yourself and what you believe to move into the experience that is inscripted and etched on the human heart? Whether you try to, from that you can never part except consciously. So, you mean my warriorship of light has actually paid off? It has. You have been birthed simply to recognize that. This is so freaking delicious, it's filling my being to the oodles of infinite. Not only did you come here to make it happen, the fact that you made it happen from you being you for eternity is why you have been granted and planted on this earth to experience the movie that you have seen the trailer for 6 months that said, coming to a theater near you. You get the opportunity to watch this movie because everything that you have done previous this incarnation, as to why you, me, and the we of it all are so special that we have been rebirthed onto this plane again to watch how it all happened. So from that future vantage point, which only happens by being in the now moment, are you allowed to go to the concession stand and get you some popcorn and Coke and watch this movie? That ain't no joke. Stoke that fire in yourself and realize there's nothing left for you to do except be joyful. You mean exactly. I'm asking you, what do you mean exactly? It's done. Light warriors, we have become victorious. Victory is ours. Not is ours as a future event, but that we've conquered the mountain. Now it's ours. It's yours, regardless. Mine, regardless. Where do we find ourselves? Regardless, or the word that many people can't stand to hear is irregardless, because it's not a word at all. But irregardless, where do you see yourself? Vote for beautiful possibilities. You want to vote for a candidate in the political arena or any arena of life at all, vote for a beautiful possibility. It doesn't have to have a name. It doesn't have to have a personality. Just vote for beautiful possibilities. Be right back. We're going to close out tonight. Thank you for joining Center of Light Complete. The story is over. It's over. It's never started, but we have to live it to some degree to realize that we have to release it. It's going to die. The world is dead. My condolences. It's not coming back. This is going to be the last presidency. And in this present, one day you will see what I mean. It's over. It's completely over. Red Rover, send my sexy human divine creature right over.
She turned to me and told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. I lay surprised at the simpleness of her soul. Wasting away in a sea of uncertainty. She had stayed with me for days. I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Never leave. Angel of love, will you always be with me so I can let go? Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. away. Her light was so blinding, the energy of her love. She said goodbye and turned into a dove. As I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Never leave. She turned to me, told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. Reveal to me the beauty of your soul.
Welcome back to Center of Light. I'm going to change the music. Hello, everyone. Tonight is Center of Light complete. Complete. It doesn't leave room for anything else. It's complete. The circle of the snake has completed itself. The snake is now eating its tail. The Garden of Eden snake, the serpent. The wicked will always destroy itself. In fact, that very divine sacred snake has destroyed itself now. It's consuming itself. Tonight is Center of Light complete. Love has won. The movie. The snake has finally made a full circle. Is devouring itself. Beautiful, sacred circle it is. No matter who you are or where you are in your life, you've experienced the Garden of Eden, being tempted, eating that delicious frickin' apple, Adam or Eve, and then when you begin to devour yourself, your ego ideas, your possibilities, rebirth happens. I just posted in the forum, keep fighting the good fight without the fighting. Keep doing what you're doing. Contribute. Add quotients of light to the quantum field. Your presence on the earth by watching the movie that over the course of your births has allowed you admission, front of the line seat to watch this movie that you and I, that we all have complete. So what you're watching is a movie. Doesn't mean you need to step back so far that you don't contribute or add quotients of light. It needs you to get out of the fight while you watch the movie. When you go to the concession stand and get your popcorn and your soda, I can understand you're antsy and you want to get back to the movie. But you don't push people out of line, or do you? And in such a way, you become out of line yourself. Because you're now out of alignment by pushing such beautiful people out of the way, by thinking that your redonkulous views and egoistic ideas are most important. Hello, election 2020. Is it not what's happening? As we look around, we see people we never thought would start fighting. They're fighting. Get out of the fight. The good fight. Keep fighting the good fight, but without the fighting. I'm going to go inside. My beautiful crystal. She just... I want to pick her up. I just love her. She's been such a beautiful, light, sweet. I just love her. I'm showing her off, I know. I love her. I'll be right back. All right, so good to see you. I'm going to go inside. You have no idea what is coming down the pike. It will come like a lightning strike, or it will come if you're connected in such a way that you become the lightning rod, even or odd, facade or not. It's all revealing itself. Are you believing in yourself? So much so as the director and or the producer? Or are you finding yourself as the actor who is the one that is reacting to the consequence after consequence after consequence, even in your right position? But I'm right. Yes, you are. Henry Ford himself said, if you think you're right, you are. If you think you're wrong, you are. So either way, you are right. But are you right on the mark? Becomes the question. When you add quotients of light consciously to the quantum mechanical field, then you become a quantum mechanical feeler. So what has this presentation been about tonight? Overview, life review. From the beginning of your time that you've known what you call you, to where you know you are or think you are as to what you call you. How do you feel when you overview this experience? Do you feel on point? Do you feel that it could have been some other way if you only made different choices? So the question now becomes, have you made those different choices? And you find yourself here now with the same voices that repeat themselves to you. But you can be rebirthed and or reborn in this moment. It's over. Will you live in the joy, the bliss, and or the glee that it's over, meaning the fight, that love has won, and that the new world has begun? Stay with your religious, political affiliation, because whether you quote win or not is not where the elation actually lies. It lies in your conviction or your intention to want to be such a contributor to the change of what the world knows as a collective reality. That is the magic beyond everything you have been told and are bought and sought to be the truth. Whether your candidate wins or not is what makes you aloof if you believe that that's the way it has to go down. But the way it has to go down is that you have to go in to realize that there's a greater electoral candidate that sits on a throne higher than can ever be beyond mandate, which is the one that is always present and never late. It's the Christ principle. Still follow your path, but do so with all that you have. Because in the end, which is the beginning, then you will see yourself as the one who has always been winning. Don't go so far into the rabbit hole of being right and this political event, this political soul night, and be bitter. So bitter. Many of you are bitter. It may not go down the way you think. Fantastic. It may very well go down the way you think. Fantastic. Actually, / not so fantastic. Because this time, or fact, this no time we are all living in, including spirit. Spirit isn't in no time. There is a greater possibility. So basically, this no time factor that is happening upon you, to you, and through you is always about, it's never going to come down the way you imagine. That always keeps you in expansion mode, does it not? Do you not want to be a forever expansive being in an ever expansive seeing modality? Do you see? Stop moaning, groaning, quarreling, quabbling, and bitching. Donald Trump, Joe Biden. However, there is someone else, do the research yourself, by the name of Howie. You have the blue and the red ticket, but there is a green ticket who entered himself in 2010. But he is never going to win, and I'll tell you why. Because, as said before, this is the last presidency. But it does not make his appearance and entry into the arena of politics any less powerful than those in the politics that are trying to consume you and your consciousness and your belief in them that will win. Do you see? He is adding his quotient of light to the good fight, because not only is it not time, this is the last presidency. So you see, but his position is the mission that you all are going to receive in the very near future, depending how old you are. Or rather, how young you feel, and how much you gather yourself with your tribe and your flock. Stop bitching under your breath, even. Literally. Spirit uses words that you understand because they have punch, it has power. This second, this minute, this hour, with all shower of grace upon your beautiful, beloved face that you understand. You don't have to like certain things. It's because you naturally don't vibrate with certain things. Those things that you vibrate to, with, and through, lean all of the way into it and stop devoting your energy to where you are not in harmony. Because you see, in all harmony, how you think it's going to go down is not going to happen. Because if you already knew that answer, it would already be done. And when Spirit says love has already won, it's about you taking yourself to the place of the truth that love has won. Stop being so aloof. It is over and done. Your light workership has paid off, so much so you find yourself back here on the good ship Lollipop. But it requires you to stop being such a sucker. Your love beyond measure. Happy Halloween. This Halloween is going to get crazy. That word was used deliberately. You understand it. Watch the movie. Go get your popcorn and your soda. Use the bathroom and watch the movie. Be the director and the producer. Get out of being the actor. Because in the actor becomes a nuclear reactor. And explosively, life will get very difficult for you. Love you. Sexy bitch. I'm going to hang out with my beautiful kitty. Come here, Crystal. Everyone, this is Crystal. She's changing. We're having a wonderful relationship. We're understanding each other. It's called boundaries. I know hers and she knows mine. I can't rub her beyond her tail. She doesn't like it. Thank you, everyone. I will see you soon. I am going to be going out of town this coming week, Thursday. I'm going to see my father in South Louisiana for about 5 days. So I will see you when I get back. Katarina, you're welcome. You're loved beyond measure. Everyone, peace, love, and light.